Hey everybody, a happy Thursday to you out there. The gang back together once again here. Got Ryan Half. We have not talked yet about Grandma's Marathon and how it went. So what's going on? You're alive, you're looking well.
I'm alive.
Yes.
I'm alive. Yeah, pretty incredible. So for the folks who are not on Facebook, I did a post-game interview too with our wonderful reporter Blake Hornstein about my experience. But I got to tell you, that might be one and done for me when it comes to marathons. I don't know if I'm going to do another one. You know, I trained. Mary and I and our wonderful director Shania, we trained for weeks and months. I'm not going to talk for Shania, but I know for myself, it might be one and done. I think it was an awesome experience. But 26.2 miles is something other than a half marathon. You know, we did a half marathon in Eau Claire back in May. I was like, okay, that's 50% of the race. So we should be able to do the other 50%. I entered mile 20, and I talked with Allison the other day on the 4 p.m. about this. You enter what's called a pain cave, and you start thinking about all the things that are wrong with your body and how you want to stop, and you don't want to keep going. And I was in that cave. I was the sole owner of that cave.
You were the only bat that was hanging upside down in the cave. And that's the mental part, right? Yeah, you got to get over that mental part.
Wow, the mental part hits so hard. Like, you're hurting physically, and there were a lot of people who sadly had to drop due to, you know, other physical problems that they had. And I was fortunate that, you know, my ankle held up for the time being.
Yes.
I wasn't able to jog on it at all on Tuesday. And I was like, Mary, we're on the train ride. That was another cool part. We took the train up to Two Harbors to start the race. But I said, I'm going to have to tell you, like, if my ankle doesn't hold up, you're going to have to go on without me.
Yeah.
We got to mile 10, started hurting really bad, and she goes, well, just give it another mile because there were a lot of hills.
Yes.
And then lo and behold, we got to Leicester, and I had to start the whole walk-run thing.
Wow. But you made it. How far?
We made it to Duluth. We made it the 20 miles to get back to basically Duluth.
Wow. That's pretty awesome, man. I'm proud of you, man. That's
Thank you.
Cool.
I know. So we got the medal. I know Director Shania's got the medals down in her booth down there. So congratulations to you too, Shania, and everybody who ran. But I think I'm going to take a break for the time being.
That's fair. That's fair. I totally understand. Because before this, how far did you run training?
We did a 20-mile run.
It was 20 miles.
And that was fine because, you know, you're like, oh, la-da-da-da-da, this is fun.
And it was pre-injury, right?
And it was pre-injury, and it's not as hot. And that day wasn't super hot, but towards the end of the day, it got kind of toasty.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Everyone was saying it was a little bit too hot out there because sometimes you have the winds coming off the lake, which is nice, but I think the winds are coming out of the northwest.
They were.
So it was a little bit warmer near the lake that morning. But just fantastic, man. I can't believe that.
I know. So if for whatever reason you're watching at home, you're like, Ryan's not as energetic as he usually is. That's because I'm still recovering mentally.
Are you still sore on this Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm still having trouble walking around. Director Shania says she's not sore, but she's lying. I'm just kidding.
Good for you guys. Oh no, Shania.
Hey, coming up on today's show, we'll talk about the need for blood donations across the country before Northern News Now's Blood Drive with Memorial Blood Centers. Plus, we're going to check out a sport the Founding Fathers used to play and how it's still bringing people together before our 250th birthday.
That's what I'm talking about, bringing us all together. Let's do this
why not do some lawn bowling?
Sure, sounds like a fun time.
Looks like an awesome game. Well, hey, it is good to be all back together, us two and Director Shania. So let's get to a comment from Vern and Leanna in Eveleth, Minnesota, tuning in here with us. They say, it is so good to see you both back today. It's awesome that you're able to take some time off also to enjoy the summer. Love you both so much. Well, hey, Vern and Leanna, we love you too.
Yes, very sweet, and we're lucky to be in a job where we are able to do that too. Take a little time off, enjoy the summer, but also have a blast when we're on air together. So always nice to be back to kind of the regular thing for a little bit anyway, until one of us takes a day off or something like that.
We'll focus on the 5-day work weeks when it's winter and 30 below.
Yep, just trudging through it, exactly.
Hey, we've also been meaning to get to this for a couple of days now, but Hunter here, you actually got a very special book that was delivered to you the other day.
Conveniently off the camera right here.
Oh.
This is super nice. Yeah, I got a delivery via the mail, as the folks call it these days, all the way from somewhere down south, I believe. And so this is from Jane, which it's her nephew who actually wrote the book, and it's for my niece Sophia. So very sweet of you to include this note and include the book itself. I've read it. It's a beautiful book, wonderful illustrations as well. So I believe you can get your own copy out there somewhere in bookstores near you, and I really appreciate you sending that my way.
What did you learn?
What did I learn? Well, I learned what it means to be a little peanut. It was a lot of stuff about like kids as they're growing up and like just what they're going to go through as they grow up. You know, so wonderful story there. So appreciate that. Written by John Ball, which again is Jane's nephew. So
great.
Very cool. I appreciate you sending me that my way, and I'll have to read it to Sophia very quick here.
I gotta say, I think all the parents at home too would attest that children's books are just fun to read as an adult.
Yes, I mean it's nice and easy, not too many big words.
A lot of pictures.
Yes, exactly. It's not like reading a prompter where I'm messing up all the time. You know.
I mess up every day. Well, hey, the two of us can get quite loud when we're having fun here in studio, but there's an Australian professional air conditioning cleaner and honorary town crier who has been recognized as the world's loudest person. I believe we have a little bit of audio from him here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Canberra!
So Guinness World Records last week acknowledged that 58-year-old here recorded the loudest ever shout by an individual. He yelled "now" at 122.4 decibels, so apparently that is in the noise range of a chainsaw, a jet aircraft taking off, and an ambulance siren at close range.
Wouldn't you hate to be that guy's friend? He's always just yelling or whatever. He can yell as loud as he wants. That's very, very loud. That's impressive. That's louder than the Northwoods Band. That's louder than any bands out there.
Yeah, probably louder than Hunter's Laugh that we love so much too. So.
Also very loud. Might be entered into the Guinness World Record there, but that's pretty darn crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
Yes.
So he doesn't need any sort of technology. Everybody around town knows the gossip when he's crying it out loud.
Congratulations.
Hey, with so much tech in today's world, many millennial parents out there are feeling nostalgic for the summers that they grew up with, so they're trying to recreate those experiences for their kids. There's a trend called giving your kids a 90s summer. It's a push to swap screens for activities. Some ideas include setting up a slip and slide, running through a sprinkler, playing some neighborhood games, and of course, embracing boredom.
That's a huge thing. You got to work through the boredom, at some point. I think you and me got pretty lucky. We were kind of in like a hybrid situation where we had a little bit of video games and things like that, but also a lot of outside time.
I remember I think we had like a Winnie the Pooh sprinkler that was
way.
super cool at the time.
We had a slip and slide.
Yeah,
that was the best thing.
Slip and slide, you learn some lessons on that thing.
Yes,
you learn
do.
You need a lot more water than what you actually believe.
Yep,
yeah. Well, hey, coming up, the importance of giving blood during these summer months. Stick around. We'll be back right here on Northern Life.
Welcome back, folks. Coming up next week, you can give blood with our team here at Northern News Now and help save lives all over the Northland. Memorial Blood Centers is once again hosting a blood drive with us at Pier B on Monday and Tuesday. As a thanks for your donation, you'll receive an exclusive T-shirt and a $10 gift card to Gordy's Hi-Hat. I think that's the first time they've done the Gordy's gift card.
Yeah,
correct?
I know. How about that?
Super
I mean,
cool.
$10 gets you a shake. You can even get a burger, maybe some fries.
Heck
so
yeah.
and every time the blood drive rolls around too with Memorial Blood Centers, I know we do it multiple times a year now, but it's always so great to see folks come out and just give back in the way that they do.
Yes, there's always, every time we end up beating records. So I always appreciate everyone coming out and supporting such a great cause, of course. And the people down there are amazing. If you've never given blood before, they walk you through it. They make you feel not nervous at all.
Super comfortable.
It's very, very comfortable.
And also schedule your time around 4 p.m. on Monday. I'm sure Hunter McCullough here is going to be hanging out and doing some live work. So you stop down, get a photo with Hunter.
Exactly. Come on down around 4 o'clock. We'll go ahead.
The $10 Gordy's Hi-Hat gift card for photo with Hunter, maybe?
Sure. Kind of the same thing. Whatever you want, But yeah, come hang out with me. I know Allison Jacoby, our new meteorologist. She'll be live, I believe, at noon on both days too. So come hang out with all of us. It's going to be an absolute blast.
Take a picture with everybody.
There we go.
Well, hey, in case you didn't know, so the stretch between Memorial and Labor Day, sadly called the 100 deadliest days, when serious crashes often increase on our roads. So as hospitals are preparing for a busy summer season, blood centers are urgently warning that there are blood shortages out there.
That's true. And Gwen Baumgardner looks at the impact of fewer people rolling up their sleeves to give.
At this American Red Cross Blood Donation Center in Burbank, California, they're hoping for busier days this summer.
So when we're seeing these empty beds, this is not the ideal. Absolutely not.
Regional CEO Diana Pineda Ramirez stresses that each empty chair represents a missed opportunity during a season when demand for blood remains high.
We really want the community to come out and fill the beds.
The dreaded summer slowdown comes at a hectic time of year for trauma centers, which depend on a steady supply of blood donations to keep surgeries on schedule and save lives in an emergency.
People get busy, then you start to see that decline, and that means that hospitals and individuals who need that life-saving blood no longer have that access to it.
That means they need donors like Chuck Tappan to roll up their sleeves often, and more people need to do the same.
It's not that big a deal. It's just not. Don't overthink it, just go and do it.
He comes in every 2 months to give, but the Red Cross estimates less than 3% of age-eligible donors give blood, even fewer in the summer months, creating significant shortages throughout the country. Blood centers around the nation are feeling the impact. This one in Amarillo, Texas, is sounding the alarm.
Less than a one-day supply. It's probably the lowest I've seen it.
Ramirez says maintaining a strong blood supply is critical as communities head into hurricane and wildfire season, when the need for blood can change quickly.
That is why we're urgently asking all of those who are eligible to donate to act now, book an appointment, and keep their appointment.
A quick pinch for donors, a lifeline for patients. Gwen Baumgartner, CBS News, Burbank, California.
It is also one of those things too where it's just it is so easy to do something like that.
And so quick. Like, you can do it during your lunch break. You can, whenever you find time after work. It's a very minor inconvenience.
Yeah.
Very easy.
And many of the times you get some sweet treats afterwards.
Oh, yeah. It's all sorts of stuff. Building your iron. There's iron in Oreos. So you just eat a bunch of those, increase your iron a little bit. It's the best.
That's kind of the conversation that Mary and I have too. We bought this whole Costco size of Miss Vicky's chips at home. So I'm like, well, of course, I'll eat these so that way they're out of the house. So that way, you don't have to eat these.
Exactly. You're taking a one for the team.
I'm taking it over the team.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. I do my best. Also, for next week's blood drive, you can find the link to sign up over at northernnewsnow.com or at mbc.org. That is M with it, like as in Mary. And I'm sure our team will be live at Pier B at the start of next week with Mr. Hunter McCullough, also Allison Jacoby, and I'm sure Chief Meteorologist Adam Lorch as well in the evenings. But we'd love to see you stop by and help make a difference with us.
Remember the one year that I interviewed you giving blood on the 4 o'clock news or something like that?
I'll have to get on my phone here and set up a time to
There
donate.
we go. That'd be an absolute blast.
Yeah,
Let's
maybe
do it.
read the prompter while giving blood. That'd be kind of cool.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Yes.
Well, hey, to our east, a North Dakota couple renewed their wedding vows on top of a water slide at a water park in the Wisconsin Dells in an attempt to set a Guinness World Record. So Keisha and John Lakatic here have been renewing their vows at numerous places across the country, apparently, and they're aiming to set 2 world records, most vow renewals in a 30-day period, and the most times a bride has gone down a water slide in a wedding dress. Their next stop, down in Kentucky, where they'll get married in a bourbon distillery.
Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. That's absolutely genius right there. Our water slide's the best in the
they're
summer. Best time of the year. I love Wisconsin Dells. You're going to get married down there as well, so maybe we'll have to, I don't know, go on a couple of water slides or something like that.
Let's do it.
Try,
Me and you.
In a wedding dress, maybe me and you.
Wow.
Try to beat this record, perhaps.
That'd be pretty great.
Or Mary, maybe.
Yeah, maybe Mary. We'll ask Mary if she's down for that. And before we head to break, shoppers getting those credit cards ready as major retailers are offering deep discounts for your wallet, that is, this week. According to Adobe Analytics, consumers expected to shell out more than $26 billion during this big week of online shopping. And while no one wants to think about it just yet, back to school shopping at Target, they're offering 40% off certain supplies.
Can't believe we're already talking about that, too.
It's not even July.
Get on it, though. That's a smart move.
Kids, enjoy the summer.
Yes.
Enjoy your 90s summer. Like, coming up, what in the world is lawn bowling? We'll talk about an American pastime after the break. Welcome back, everybody. If you're single and looking to mingle, a new survey shows that the condition of your vehicle could put the brakes on your love life. 2,000 dating Americans were recently polled, and 73% of them said they believe the way a person takes care of their car shows just how well they take care of themselves. A majority said a messy car means a messy personal life. And on the flip side, a clean car shows someone who has their life together. Among the biggest red flags, trash on the floor, bad smells, and leftover food or drinks.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny to see at the beginning of a relationship versus where we are now. Like the beginning, my house was so clean, the truck was so clean. Now it's like, oh, McDonald's on the floor.
Yeah.
We got, all sorts of stuff all over
You look
the
to
place.
impress. You look to, attract. I was at the Minnesota Zoo recently for my nephew's birthday. You want to attract a mate in a way, so you want to
make it clean.
Yeah.
Bring them in.
Yeah, and then also at the same time, I think it's like Mary and I think we see that as like the status of our home, or like the status of our head is then on display in the status of our home. So
Yes.
it's like there's so much to think about and going on, and you look around, you're like, that's exactly what it appears like in our apartment.
Exactly, and you're almost like organizing your mind when you're putting stuff
Oh.
away in the house. It's like, this feels pretty darn good,
You know what feels super good
What's
is
that?
stopping at like a gas station, trash can, and throwing out everything that's in your car.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's the best. Get by the air freshener, stick it in there,
Oh.
get rid of that weird smell, whatever that is in the old truck. It's how it goes.
You're still working to figure out what it is.
I'm trying to find under the seats. Oh, there's a fry from 5 years ago rotting in the bottom of my truck.
There's a mouse in a pizza box.
Better not be. Oh, that's so gross. And listen, croquet and horseshoes are familiar summer games, but there's another sport that has a long tradition.
Yeah, lawn bowling, a game the founding fathers used to play, and as U.S. marks 250 years this year, the sport is still going strong, apparently. Here's Bradley Blackburn.
On a picture-perfect day in Central Park,
Where's Shot?
these figures in bright white are keeping one of America's oldest games in play. This is the New York Lawn Bowling Club, which for a century has welcomed members to join.
All the people that are playing back here, they are obsessed with the game.
Past president Alan Winson showed us the basics.
This is not a ball, it's a bowl.
A bowl.
Which means it's lopsided. Drop your hand and you step and roll.
New Yorkers were playing the game long before the United States even existed.
Probably the first sport in America.
Alejandro Delgado is a club member who directed a documentary about lawn bowling. We met in Bowling Green Park, where colonists bowled right near Wall Street. On July 9th, 1776, patriots rushed the park to topple a statue of King George III.
It was right in the middle. Right in the middle, yeah.
And along the perimeter, you can still see where they sawed off parts of the fence.
There were crowns, little crowns here. They wanted to remove any symbol of the British monarchy.
Because of lawn bowling's royal roots, it lost popularity after the Revolution, but never disappeared. George Washington bowled at Mount Vernon, and in the 20th century, clubs sprouted up again. Even Walt Disney was a lawn bowler.
You think people will still be playing this game in another 250 years?
They may not be playing baseball, but they'll be bowling.
Playing with Yvonne?
The pastime of the Founding Fathers is still bringing people together.
I was hooked. I just love this game.
Much better.
An American tradition that rolls on.
Do it for another about 5 years, you get really good.
There we go.
Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
It's essentially
Bocce ball. Right, that's exactly what I was thinking the whole time.
So we're going to go on that, on that ledge? Yeah.
It's going to be the same thing. So why make it two separate sports?
Hey, lawn bowling, bocce ball, have a great time this summer.
We'll take it.
Yeah, turn the TV off, but not when we're on. Stick around. We'll talk about tomorrow's show when we come back.
Hey, coming up tomorrow here on Northern Life, we're going to talk all about our evening shows, hitting the road and heading to the great city of Hayward, Wisconsin.
Woo.
We love Hayward.
Dude,
our town,
yeah.
Your Town series, that is back here on Northern News Now. We're going to talk more about our 4, 5, and 6 o'clock special broadcast tomorrow here on Northern Life. Love the town of Hayward. We got 4 different locations we're going this summer once again, so fun. Always fun getting out in the community and meeting all sorts of people.
Always a great time. Also, I don't think I've ever had the opportunity to anchor a show with Northern News Now's evening anchor Dan Wolf.
Are you guys
we'll
doing
be doing the 4, 5, and 6 together, so be sure to tune in.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
I know.
It's almost a little intimidating being next to Dan Wolf.
He goes, "You ready for the bro show?" And I was like,
darn right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Throw it up.
Yeah.
Give each other high fives all throughout the broadcast.
Yeah, talk about all sorts of guy stuff.
Sure.
And before we go, I was hanging out with my nieces and nephew the other day. It was my nephew's 4th birthday. That's why I was gone as well. But my niece Cleo asked if she could be on the news. And so I was like, of course you can be on the news. So she wanted to show off this awesome Lego creation that was taller than her and also taller than me. So Cleo, very impressive. Love you very much. And once again, you have now made it on the news.
Wow, she's going to be an architect maybe someday.
I know.
That's pretty awesome.
Pretty
Good for
cool.
her, definitely. Thanks for joining us all. We love you so much.
We love you. See you tomorrow.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.